Hey kids, welcome back. We're so glad that you're back with us tonight, joining us one more time with our time machine. Guys, last week, I'll be completely honest with you, I was very nervous. That was the first time that we had used the time machine. We've been working on it for a while, but you guys know by this point, we so badly wanted to have Vacation Bible School with you guys this year. And y'all know that school's been weird, everything's kind of been weird, and we weren't able to do that. So we're so glad that you're joining us this way, you're watching this. I hope you watched last week. Last week we tried this for the first time and got to meet Abraham and Sarah. We got to hear about the promises God made them and how God started a new nation and their family, the family of God, through them. And we got to learn that whole story and the promises that they believed. Tonight, my plan, I thought something really good. Somebody, who can we talk to next? If Abraham and Sarah got to start this big family of believers in God, who can we talk to next? And I think we need to talk to a lady named Ruth. Ruth is a very special woman. She is the great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother of Jesus. She's part of God's family, but she started out outside of God's family. She started out somebody that didn't know God and didn't know God's people, and she got brought into that family. So I think it would be so cool to hear from her tonight. So one more time, we're going to try our time machine. We're going to hope and pray that it works. You pray too, and let's see if it works tonight. Let's see if we can get this going. Okay. All right. Good so far. This is promising. Okay. That happened last time. Okay, we're good here. Yeah, powering up. Good. Good. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay. Let's see here. Goodness! Wow! Twice in a row. I am so sorry. You must be very. Don't worry about. Once you have a seat, do you want to sit down?
Where am I?
Goodness, this is hard to explain. I have brought you to 2020, the year 2020. It was a bad year to bring you back to, but This is an exciting time for us. Ruth, you are Ruth, right?
Yes, I'm Ruth.
How exciting! I'm sorry, I've never seen you before. This is a machine that can go back and get you and bring you to where we live. Now, I promise, I'll get you back where you came from. Were you with somebody? I mean, were you busy?
I'm so confused right now. I don't even know where I am.
Okay, well, what if I told you this? Do you know the one true God?
I do now, but I didn't used to.
But you know Him now? Well,
yes.
You're here to help me teach some kids about God and maybe to see these kids become a part of God's family. Is that okay? I know this is weird. That sounds okay?
Yes,
okay.
I can help.
Great. Okay. Well, good. Well, Ruth, I told you guys a while ago, if you just let me ask you a few questions, if I could just ask some questions, that would be fine.
Sure.
Ruth just said it, guys. She wasn't a part of God's family. You didn't used to know God.
No.
But now you do. And I think we've probably got some kids watching. And there's lots of people in the world who maybe don't feel like they know God and would like to get to know Him like you did.
Right.
And so I guess really, Ruth, I don't know where to start, but the beginning. This may be odd to you, but we've heard your story. I've read your story. I understand that whenever you first got introduced to this God, it was through a husband you used to have. Can you just kind of tell us that story? How that started?
Well, I'm a little nervous, but I'll just tell. I was a Moabite, actually. I was from Moab.
Okay.
And so I didn't know the one true God.
Okay.
I didn't know Him. I wasn't a Jew. And like the Jews, they knew God. They belonged to God's family. And I wanted to belong. I wanted to be like them, but I just wasn't.
So how did you meet the Jews? Was your husband Jewish?
He was. My husband was Mahlon.
Okay.
And so when I married Mahlon, I was in their family. They were Jews. And his mom and dad, Naomi and Elimelech, they took me in. His brother was there with his wife Orpah there also. And so when I married him, I was a part of their family. We were a family together. But then Elimelech died. Mahlon's dad died. And then later, even my husband Mahlon and his brother died. So that only left, they only left Naomi and then myself, and then my sister-in-law Orpah. So it was just us three, and really none of those were my family, like my true family. I had married into their family.
So these Jews that you had got to know, by then you had at least heard of God. You knew about God.
Yes.
Your husband's dead, I'm assuming. So they must have come to Moab with you. They must have come to live where you live.
They did.
So was Naomi going to leave?
Well, after when my husband passed and my brother-in-law passed, she wanted to go back to her homeland in Judah. She was Jewish and wanted to go back to her Jewish homeland there. So she was going to go back, and she suggested that both me and Orpah also go back, or stay in Moab, or go back to our homeland too. But so Orpah decided she would go back, but with her God also, back to those gods. But I wanted to go with Naomi. I wanted to be with her, and so I begged her. I said, can I please go back with you to Judah?
Was it just Naomi, or did you want to learn more about God
I
as
did.
well?
I wanted to be with her because she did know God. She loved the one true God, and I wanted to be with her, and I wanted to be a part of God's family. I wanted to belong to that, to belong with them.
That's awesome. I've got here, so Naomi, you went back with her. Now, I know that from what I understand, you went back to a place called Bethlehem, right?
Yes.
You went back to a place called Bethlehem, and that is, I know, where Jesus was from. And so I want to find out more about that. Now, I'm sorry to say this, but my time machine, I keep hearing a noise, like a buzzing. It's like it's wanting to kind of do something, power back up again. I don't know, and I'm sorry. I'm going to make a couple of adjustments. I'm not sure what it is. I keep kind of hearing. Were you with anybody?
I was. I was in the field. I had my friends in the field, my girls.
Okay, let me check. I'm so sorry. Let me check something.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh goodness. Okay.
It would really make me feel better if we could find them.
Well, I think I have found them, but they may be more confused than you. Have y'all been in there the whole time? I'm so sorry.
Oh, there they
are. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Well, this is your friends.
Yes.
Can you tell me their names?
Yeah.
This is
JC.
JC, okay.
This is my friend Emma.
And Emma. Awesome. Well, it's good to have y'all. I am so sorry, guys. I know y'all have to be confused. We were wanting to talk to Ruth, but you guys, I guess y'all were around her, know her. Do y'all mind if y'all just kind of hang out with us for a second and we can finish our story? Is that okay? And if y'all have questions, you can ask, okay? But I've got some questions. I want you to keep telling us, Ruth, I want you to tell us about when you went to Bethlehem. What happened when you and Naomi got there?
Well, when we got there, it was a real crazy time there. It was the time for the harvest there. And it was really a hard time for widows like me. I mean, I didn't have a husband, and it was a hard time to be going through the harvest at this time as a widow. So when we got back there, we had to harvest barley out of fields. We would go through the fields to glean. We would glean around the edges. When you glean, it's when you have to pick up leftovers.
So other people were in the field getting their food, and whatever they dropped.
Yes, we had to pick that up around the edges, and so that was pretty hard work.
Well, do you know whose field you were in?
I was in a man named Boaz's field.
I love story. Tell us more.
Love stories? You must know something I don't. Who's Boaz? Okay, tell us more.
She's my friend. Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell
Well, you know the story. You're cheating. I don't know the story.
She's
okay.
excited.
That's
She's
good.
excited about Boaz.
So who's Boaz?
Well, Boaz was the guy there at the field. He owned the field there.
Okay.
And he was in the field that day when he saw me out there gleaning. And as he saw me picking up those remnants, those leftovers, he came over and he told me that I could follow his servants around or his workers around, and that whatever they dropped, I could pick up.
So he gave you permission.
He
to
did.
pick it. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
He was really nice to me.
Okay. Well, this Boaz guy. So whenever you met him, all these things, she sounds excited, and I heard her say a word. She said love story.
Yes.
So,
well, when I gleaned all that extra, I had all that barley, I would take it back to Naomi. And, Naomi was like, wow, where did you get all of this barley? How did you pick up this much or whatever? And I was like, well, there was a man, Boaz, there that let me, pick up behind what was dropped, what was left over, super nice. And when I said his name, her eyes got really big. I knew that she recognized the name.
Right.
And she said, that's my kinsman, that he was kin to her.
Oh.
And so I think she feels like the Lord had kind of put me there for Boaz maybe to take care of me, to take me in.
Have y'all noticed how much bigger she smiles when she talks about Boaz? I think you were right about love. So you're telling us all the story.
Cute.
I want to hear it though. Okay, so he's cute.
Yeah,
okay, so
really
did
cute.
you and Boaz, did y'all go on a date? Did you get to know each other? What happened?
Well, okay, whoa. No, we didn't go on a date yet.
Okay.
But he was super nice to me, and he would take care of me, and I had to be, I don't know how to put it, like, because my husband had passed away.
Yes.
I had to have someone in my family or someone Jewish, in the Jewish custom, to take care of me. And usually that's the elders, like they would pass somebody or find somebody to take care of me. But so I went and I asked Boaz about this, whatever, because Naomi had told me that he could help me with this. So I asked Boaz about this, if he would know what to do.
Yeah.
And he, because of the law, said, we will check with your other kinsmen, with Mahlon's kinsmen, and see if one of those will take that opportunity to marry you.
Okay.
And so then I just had to wait.
You had to wait?
I had to wait to see if he would do it.
I love weddings. Tell us more. Don't keep us waiting.
A wedding? So you did get married?
Well,
who did you marry?
Well, later I did. Later I did.
I'm glad y'all are here. Okay.
I know. Later I did marry Boaz. I did. Can I go and tell you that?
Okay, yeah.
Because when Boaz had asked,
so everybody else said no.
Everybody said no.
Okay.
Boaz said, I will do it. He took that role and he took care of me and he married me. And it was beautiful. They were there. That's why they're so excited.
Oh, okay.
They were
and so
there.
these are your friends.
Yes.
So Boaz is your husband now.
Yes, he is my husband now. Yes, he took me in. And when he married me, like it was my belonging. It was how I became a part of God's family. Like he gave me so many things through that marriage.
So Boaz was a believer in God.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Well, Ruth, this story, it's wonderful to me because I know something that I don't even know that you're aware of yet and that our kids may not know. But you and Boaz, have y'all had any kids? Yeah?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to ruin anything for you, but can I just tell you that somebody so important is going to come from you and Boaz. Guys, I want to tell y'all tonight as we kind of wrap up, I want to get these ladies back. This story right here, her meeting that Boaz and finding somebody and falling in love and getting married, it's going to lead to Jesus. And not just that, but Ruth was somebody who felt like she wasn't a part of God's family. But God made sure. He made a way. He sent Boaz so that she and all of us, He wants all of us to be a part of His family. If you want to be a part of God's family like Ruth did, that's possible. He's made a way for us, and it's through Jesus. We can come to Jesus, and we too can have somebody like Boaz that brings us in to God's family. Thank y'all so much. Y'all join us again next time. Thank y'all. Y'all were so great. Thank you.